I want to understand why it's stupid.
Yeah.
But make sure that your team has permission to argue with you. And we're not we call it constructive arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I love getting in a room.
We have some. It's fun.
Yeah, you would if you were a fly on the wall, you'd be like, dude, how do these people even work together?
Yeah. Well, it comes out of a deep seated trust. Like, so, but also, like, you do a good job, and this is what I would encourage other leaders. This is something that you need to kind of address in the front of the meeting of like, hey guys, I want y'all to understand that I'm taking the CEO hat off and sitting it over here for a little bit. I'm a team member. If you don't like my ideas, say you don't like my ideas.
Absolutely.
We're all on in this meeting. We're all on the same the playing field, and we're trying to get to the best solution.
Yes.
So, if you see a flaw, say it. And that's the good thing about it is, like, I love that. It's just fun to me to see people kind of debate back and forth.
Yes.
Of like, hey, but what happens is you start hammering down on idea. And you may take a chip off of an idea and go like, that's good, but it doesn't necessarily work. What about this? And then you start coming up with solutions. And that's what this whole section right here is about figuring out, okay, we've got all these ideas, but how do they all work together?
Absolutely.
How do they fit? And it's really a lot of hands-on, let's just talk about it, let's argue, let's do what we need to do.
So once you get your North Star,
Yep.
so now we all have came to the agreement, and there's always, sometimes it's 2 or 3 things,
Yeah.
right? But we all in the agreement that that's where we want to be. That's where our goal. Now we start basically saying, okay, how does that happen? How do we achieve? How do we get there? How do we make so when we come back in this meeting and at the end of 2026, we can say, hey, we achieved.
Yeah.
That is kind of the next grind out session, and this is probably the hardest. This is probably the longest. It's probably where you spend most of your time, because you really go into it step by step, and you really don't know how many steps it's going to take to get there. But it's very vital. It's really, now you're planning. Now you're actually planning. And you really need some, you could say, benchmarks along the way. If you just say, I want to grow our business $1 million in 2026, and you just say, well, how we're going to do that? Well, we're just going to sell more.
Yeah.
I will bet that $1 million that you probably won't grow $1 million.
Yeah.
You need benchmarks. You need, okay,
actionable steps.
By March 1st, we need to be here.
Yeah.
And if we're not there, we need to understand why we're not.
Yeah. It needs to be measurable. It needs to be actionable. Like, and that those are the things. And you really have to, like, grind it out. Like you have to think of these meetings not as just a regular meeting. This is making a sculpture. Like, we are going to chisel all these ideas out into something great for 2026.